Hi, so this is our project for ECE1304. We're doing a glove with LCD display and input from Texas Tech University, Whitaker College of Engineering, Computer and Electrical Engineering.
My name's Kip.
My name's DeMarcus.
My name is Alex.
And my name's Kane, and I'll be holding the camera for today. Alright, so for our programming for MATLAB, we have an LCD display that whenever we put in an input, it will then put it in up here on the top, and at the same time we'll have seconds at the bottom that will display how long the program has been running until we hit input another 0, which will basically kill the program, and then on MATLAB it will show us how much time has progressed.
For the Arduino code, it basically takes the whole Hello World example in the LCD part. I modified it a bit, and it basically it checks if there's an input from MATLAB, which is what this command right here does, and if there is one, i.e. if it's 1, it reads it. If it is 1, it reads it, and it sends it to the fprintf function in Arduino.
And so the design specification or the block diagram is basically, so we start with the laptop, and we have it going to Arduino, and then from the Arduino, we have it going to the thermistor here. From the thermistor, we have a resistor going to the resistor, so the LCD isn't as bright, so it goes from the resistor to the LCD, and then to the LCD back to the Arduino.
Alright, due to some mishaps and limitations, we weren't able to get everything done that we wanted to get done. First thing is we didn't get the helmet, which didn't arrive in the mail at all. And the second thing was the temperature sensor, which due to the limitations of the computer in MATLAB, that we couldn't get both the temperature sensor and the LCD display working at the same time. And the third thing is, oh yeah, it's the heart sensor. The heart sensor broke, so we weren't able to use it at all.
So here's the code. The first I'm going to show you is the Arduino code. It looks pretty similar to the actual example. Basically, this part right here is the initial part, which I'll show you in a second. It basically initializes it and shows the boot time. This part right here is the top part. This is where the input from MATLAB goes. This is basically right here is what I was talking about earlier, where it's taking the if serial variable is equal to 1, it basically prints it out. The last part right here is basically the counting function in MATLAB, and it prints the bottom section. Here's the MATLAB code. What Kane was talking about earlier was the time. This is tick and talk right here. This counts the time. Up here is basically deleting the port and then opening the port later. The LCD is defined right here. This is the baud rate. This is how fast it counts. Now earlier whenever we talked about the temperature sensor, that's what this is. We couldn't do it because whenever we tried to do A equals Arduino of this, it basically already defined it as a serial, and because it was a serial already, it didn't like this version of it, so we couldn't use it. This is if it would have worked, we would have wrote the temperature sensor in like this down here. However, since we couldn't do it, we just left it with the input. So going on to the input, here it is. Basically, here's the input up right here, and this is what sends the data to MATLAB right here. So fprintf, LCD, this is basically defining a character, and char of answer, which is the number. Now if we run this, it starts out the program, it says display time, boot, start time. The time has already started, and it displays nothing. This is because there's no input from MATLAB yet. So let's say we type in 6 in MATLAB, it now shows it. As you see, it's been counting since it started, and it shows how many seconds. If I put 88, shows 88, and if I put 4, it actually clears the top again, and it shows 4, so it doesn't do the override thing. If I put 0 in, it breaks in this program, and it shows you how much time has elapsed. And that's it. That's our project, and that's all.